Good morning, isumpinvapes here. Had a little coffee, a little more awake than the first time I tried to record this. But I rambled a little much, got off into topics that I really didn't need to. Not drama, but just rambled off into la la land. There was one point I sat here for like 3 or 4 minutes and didn't say a word. Decided I forgot I was taping. But I had a gentleman, and Lord, I done lost it again, that made a comment on one of my older YouTubes, the one where I was trying to pick the stuff off to someone who either was broke and couldn't afford it, or a new smoker that wanted to stop. And I got a response on it. Did not realize who it was until several months later. And got to see the video where the person I had sent the starter kit to was moving up to something better and was saying I'm not going to smoke anymore. So, but anyway, yesterday I got this response on the video. It says, "This is very kind of you. I wish more vapors, especially prominent vapors that receive tons of gear to review, would vape it forward. You have me reconsidering my whole stance on this issue and the wider ramifications of smoking cessation. United we stand, divided we fall. Without this kind of thinking and action, things aren't going to be sustainable for much longer. God bless you." And, I kind of updated him on what was going on. Sound boy. What I had found out about the person who actually got the starter kit. But it got me to thinking. And that's always dangerous. Especially when I'm up till 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning taking a test for work. Which I passed, by the way, so I'm fixing to start making my own vape budget money, my own go to vape meet money. I'm about to make my own money. I can't wait to get back to work. Of course, I realized yesterday the screw that's been working its way out for a while, there is now, there is a, I don't know what you'd call it other than a wound right there. Kind of like it rubbed or something, or it's trying to poke out. So we may be taking that screw out before December. I'll keep you updated. I didn't want to do it that day because I was so happy to be walking. He told me he could take it out that day. The other one is not bothering me. It's not a big deal. But this one is poking out about this far. I could scare you and show you, but that'd be too much trouble. But essentially, the gentleman got me to thinking, we're always talking about getting people to stop smoking. We do giveaways and stuff, but very few of us really, really, really pull out something that's actually a starter kit to stop somebody from smoking and say, okay, here's the giveaway. Somebody you want to quit smoking. I've seen 1 or 2 videos of that, but not many. You got somebody you want to quit smoking, a loved one you need to quit smoking, you need to stop, you can't afford, an ego battery or whatever. Here's your chance. I'll probably have to start out with the little blister packs with the 1 battery, the charger, and the CE4 tank. Cheap shit. Until I get really rolling, when I start getting charts really dropping and start making the good money. Then I can move up to the nice little ego kits and the little cases they have. Ego cases. My brick and mortar do these with 2 batteries, 2 clearizers, the charger. I'm trying to think what else in it. I think that's it, and you get a free ball of juice. Well, I got plenty of juice back here that's high neck that I'm having to cut to be able to vape. So, and cut to share with some others. But That's called Linda Can't Talk this morning. She's not awake good, even with a cup of coffee. I've only had a half of one, and that's not enough. I need 2 to function. 2 and my caffeine. Brick and mortar guy was telling me, hey, I got somebody that says they know how to get caffeine and put it into vape liquid, and I'm thinking, oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Give me some copper kettle with some caffeine kick to it. Which is what I'm vaping now at about 5 Nick, I guess. Because what I did was I took 3 10 milliliter bottles, and it filled up to about where it is now. I've been vaping out of it. It was 2 9s and a 0, which gave me a 6. And then I took, my hubby had bought that VG and PG for me to make my own 50-50. I thought, screw putting 50-50 in there. I'd pour some more VG in there. Let's get some more clouds going. Let's kick it up a notch. And, so I probably dropped it another milligram. Because I didn't put a whole lot. There wasn't a whole lot of room, but, I put some. It's more 0 nicotine, zero, no nicotine stuff in it, but VG, just straight VG. Was told that in this, I'm not sure which K-Fund they were talking about, that I could do some 2080. That sounds awesome. I'll have to find some and do it. I could probably make my own, but my math skills are not good. It's like I was coming home yesterday and I said, okay, 9 plus 9 plus 0. Oh my God, that's still 9 milligrams. That was so stupid. My husband looks at me and he said, Linda, 9 plus 9 is 18. Then you cut it with the 0. He said, yeah. Then it takes it down to 9. But think, you're putting the 0 in anyway. So that's cutting it down. It's 18 divided by 3, 6. And I went, oh, okay. That's why I have him. He's my math genius. I cannot do math for nothing. But anyway, back to the starter kits. I ramble off so bad. Especially when I'm tired. Because this was good till 8 o'clock this morning. Let me sleep till 8. And, of course, he was late getting to bed, too, because I was late getting to bed. We all didn't go to bed till, like, 2 o'clock this morning. But anyway, we got some other things coming up for isumpinvapes. Y'all just kind of stay tuned for announcements. We do still have the giveaway going on till next Friday. Hashtag Ready Juice. Already had several entries. Probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I've got 11 entries as of right now. Unless that's one in my mailbox. Really looking forward to this. I do have random.org on my phone. I can download the Hack app. If I can figure out how to make this, what's going on your screen thing work, I downloaded it. I've used this company before. And when I was doing web pages and FTP, when I was with the genealogy group, I used their FTP program to upload web pages. So when I found out that they had a screenshot type where you can see what's going on the screen thing and some editing software, I downloaded it to see what I could do with it. But with me, I'm a slow learning curve, okay? Unless it's something I've been doing for 3 years. I'm sitting here taking this test for work. We're going to ramble here a minute. I'm taking the test for work and I'm thinking, I could teach this stuff. I know this stuff. And out of 8 modules, I missed 1 question. And that was a true or false. You only got 1 chance, true or false. And when I read it, I did not read the not into it. And the not was what made it false. And I hit true and it was like, and I went, ah. But I passed with like a 98%, which I had to have 95, so hey, 3 points over, I'm good. I'm golden. Which is good considering my equipment shipped out yesterday. You know, they knew I was going to pass it. Even though I was having problems getting into my Flash to do it. But I got it done, so now we're going to start getting some money. So we're going to start buying some starter kits and doing some starter kit giveaways every vape month anniversary. At least for a while, we're going to start out inexpensive and work our way up. And as I do it, I'm going to, I hadn't figured out how I'm going to figure this out. So that's what I need from y'all. I need some comments on how to choose the person to get it. Whether to just tell them to email me and pick one, comment, pick one, or do some kind of hashtag or something like that. I know a lot of times on giveaways we say you have to be a subscriber and stuff, but I'm just trying to get a newbie to quit smoking, or somebody who started vaping and their stuff broke and now they're going back to the cigarettes, you know. Those kind of people are the ones I want to help. And I don't want to get on certain Facebook groups and do it. Although it would probably improve some people's thinking of them, but I know I could do it on Coot's Corner, and that would be great. And I may throw some up there as I go. You know, it just depends on how many charts drop, how quick. Because I've got to put some money back because hubby is considering letting me go to Arizona in October for the Vape Expo. And it sounds like it's going to be really hot, good, and a lot of people there. And I'll get to see vaporizing juice reviews in person, live and in person. Hey, Heather, shout out. And it's just going to be an awesome thing. Plus, I can combine a visit with my aunt. So it's either I'm going to fly to New Orleans to go, or, God forbid, drive cross country with my husband for 3 days to get there. Whew, yeah, I really got to change that cotton. Or maybe it's out of juice. Let's go back this way. Look at that. It's got some juice in it. Let's get the cotton. But anyway, as I was saying, you know, I'm trying to put some money back towards vape budget, not buy a whole bunch of stuff. My next goal, oh, that's what it is. Yeah, that would be a problem. My next goal is to get me a good rebuildable. I love my iGo, but it's just not. I want something like the Patriot, or I need to get out the tweezers here. The Patriot or the Omega or the Maximus or whatever. You know, something with. I was looking at the other iGo they have at the vape store, and it's got the 5 poles, and I don't know. I'm confused enough with 3. And I don't know that 5 poles is the way I need to go. But anyway, let's go. Pretty glow. If you're wondering, I'm fixing to change my cotton out, and I'm just cleaning my coil here. But I am going to start, by August 11th, hopefully I'll have had some work, got the paycheck. I ain't got a list of paydays yet, so I don't even know when I'm going to get paid. I know I get paid the same week as hubby, but I ain't kept up with when he gets paid in forever. But, you know, my main thing is keep up on, we need to pay the house payment, light bills due, cable bills due, pay the bills. I don't want shit cut off. You know, I'm going to put some back. Of course, I'll have to contribute a little bit to the household bills, but that's, hey, let's go. Put some back for vape conventions next year. I've also got to make a trip to Springfield in 2015 in like April or May. I believe it's going to be the first part of May. I am involved with the Lincoln Funeral Train reenactment there. I was the genealogical coordinator, finding the descendants of the actual pallbearers. Therefore, I get the whole fun of dressing up in 1860 mourning clothing, and we're talking hoop, petticoat, and black dress, and long sleeves, and hat, and all that crap. But anyway, I'm going to be doing that because that's something, I love history, love family history, and I love this friend of mine who's the actual head honcho over the thing. She'll hate it if she ever hears me say that, because she tells me all the time, I'm not the head honcho. Yeah, well, you running things pretty much makes you the head honcho. But she's organized it with my leg and my arthritic knee and all that good shit from being old. She has arranged that I am portraying a historical character for the funeral. One of Mary Todd Lincoln's cousins. Yeah, cousins. And I get to ride in a carriage for it, which will be awesome and fun because then I don't have to walk 5 miles to the cemetery in a dress and heat and all that good junk. But anyway, we're looking forward to that. That's going to be really cool, and that's, you know, as it gets closer, it'll be, guess what I want to do, coffee right there it is. So, that's kind of what's going on here. I do need your hashtags. Good Lord, I've been watching Fun Vape Friday. Shout out. Too long. They were hashtagging all over the place last night. I took a break from my testing, and I was rolling, y'all. If you have not seen the video of Fun Vape Fridays from last night featuring Cooter, you must do it. It is an absolute hoot. I thought it was awesome. Of course, people tell me sometimes my opinion doesn't matter. Oh well. Where is that opening? Okay. But anyway, give me your ideas on how I need to do this piffing or giving out starter kits to beginners, or how we're going to do this. Because as far as I'm concerned, y'all are part of it, because y'all are my listeners, my subs, and you know, you guys tell me things and comment on things and just kind of keep me putting these pieces of shits out. It's the bottom line. If it wasn't for y'all, I'd quit a long time ago. But anyway, I love you all. I really do. It is awesome to have a group of people that you can talk to and interact with, either on YouTube, Facebook, phone, things like that, that are in the same boat with you. You know, it's like NZ Vaping, shout out, told me that they were at 4 months too, which I think is awesome. I mean, you know, the fact that this has helped me stop smoking. I mean, that's just something that I thought would never happen. And I want to pass that happy feeling on to somebody else. And I figured the starter kits and some juice is a way to start it. And I'll be doing it like around the 11th of every month. And we will go from there. I'm just really excited about thinking about doing something to give back. Because there are so many people out there that give back. Cooter K, man, you just have a heart as big as the whole world. I mean, I have never seen a person so dedicated to helping people and to trying to give away and to share. Even though, you know, you're getting all this wonderful juice, you know, and you could keep it and quote unquote vape it yourself since you're a vapor. Instead, you're giving it out to other people and just randomly throwing it out there. Hey, I got some juice to give away. Of course, some of it I know is from your company, and that's fine and dandy. And but it's just that, you know, getting all this like good as gold. Oh my God, I have got to try some of that because I'm hearing such wonderful things. But I digress. You get some and you're gonna share, and that's just awesome. That's a big-hearted person. And there's so many of us out here like that. You know, we got it. We'll share it. Oh, that's much better. Coffee vape. I have the real thing right here. Oh, I might as well, since I was up to 2 o'clock this morning, show y'all that I passed my test and I can go back to work. I mean, get it where I can. 95%. I thought it was 98, but it's 95. But what the heck? I passed. That's the major thing. I can go back to work. I'm excited. And usually it's like during the one season, I think it was Venus actually. I had a QA score of 100% for like months. I didn't screw nothing up. I didn't scan nothing wrong. I didn't forget to do something. The quality calls back to the sites were always positive. Because I always go in there and try to be nice and everything. And now, I don't go in there smelling like smoke. That is going to be awesome. But when I go off on my long trips, like when they send me up to North Mississippi, I will be taking the big boy with me and a bunch of juice and stuff. And we may have to put a little extra time because we might have to pull over and fill the tank every once in a while because I seriously chain vape when I drive. Because I used to chain smoke when I drove. Bad. I mean, I was lighting bam, 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 bam. And I've noticed I vape like I smoked. I guess that's normal, huh? Anyway, so that's my plot, is the 11th of each month to celebrate my vaporversary. One more month of no smokes. I'm going to start giving away starter kits with a bottle of juice and try to get people off of cigarettes. If I have to get out there and pimp it in all the, I'll pimp it all over Facebook, you know, public on Google Plus, you know, get the word out there that, you know, hey, you want to stop smoking? Here's your chance. But y'all give me some comments on how we're going to choose this person, suggestions on how to spread the word. Y'all spread the word. I love y'all. There are times when I do a video and I'm thinking nobody's going to see this, and all of a sudden I see somebody out there Twittering and putting it out there and saying you got to watch this, and I'm thinking it wasn't that big a deal, but hey, thank you anyway. Thank y'all for subscribing. Thank y'all for hanging in there with me for times when I either don't have anything going on, or I got everything going on, or I've completely lost my mind and go off on people. Thanks for hanging in there with me and interacting with me on Facebook and Google Plus and Vapors TV, and just thank you to all of you because I love y'all. And it's nice to be able to interact with a group of people who understand. Nobody in my house vapes. I don't know any local vapors. The only people I can talk vaping with and not get this blank look like my husband gives me, like, or I'll talk about, we were in Harbor Freight yesterday and I was like, okay, for building I need this, this, and this. I had a list that I printed out from somewhere. And he's just looking at me like, what? And so I told him, I said, I don't need a torch. I got a lighter, or I can do it on my mod, either one. And he's just looking at me like, what are you talking about? And that's the look I get quite often. Of course, he gets the same one when he starts talking about how fixing computers and how he's doing this and doing that. I'm just sitting there going, thinking in my mind, shut up, I don't care. Especially if I haven't had enough coffee, shut the heck up. But anyway, it's nice to have people I can talk vaping with, even if it is online and typing, because I've got so much juice on my keyboard. If y'all notice, there's letters missing every so often. And you don't know how many times I have to go back and edit shit. You notice it's been edited, because it's just gibberish. Because it's like, you'll miss 3 letters out of this word, you'll combine it with this word, take 2 out of it, and it's just, oh, it's horrible. But anyway, no sense in putting another keyboard in, because I'm just going to get juice on it again. Because that's what I do. I sit here and all my juice is sitting in front of my computer, which is close to my keyboard. I have my keyboard on the drawer, but I don't always think to shut it. Because, I'm kind of loose like that. Got 11 people in the giveaway right now. So, y'all come on over, and if you haven't entered, enter. If you have a comment. Always good to hear them. Like I said, the comment yesterday got me to thinking. It was an old video, and, even if I get one on an old video, I'm going to go back and look. Because you never know. And that was one that, like I said, it was a good thing. Got me to thinking, hey, maybe this is what I need to start doing. I need to keep my channel fresh. I need to keep the viewers engaged. Well, let's start really doing what we say. We want people off the smokes. Well, let's start doing it. Kuda K and JT's been doing it from the get-go. NC Vaping does it. I've seen a lot of reviewers out there, mostly in the little group that I'm in on Facebook, us smaller reviewers that are just getting started or that have been doing it for a little while, are the ones doing the let's stop the smoking cessation thing. Like the person said, you big ones like Twisted 420, Grim Green, shout out, but I'm not trying to hurt y'all. But, y'all get a lot of shit for free. If you get, but Vulgar Vape Dude is doing it for the elderly and for the veterans. And, he's getting good response with that. And that's a great thing. But there are also other people out there, kids, teenagers, straight out of college or high school, 18, 20 years old. We need to quit them now. I have been on my niece who's been smoking for a while. She's stealing my cigarettes, yeah. My fault. We all started out stealing our parents' cigarettes. But anyway, she told me, she said, well, if I go to the vape convention with you, I'm taking my Marlboro Reds and nobody better not say nothing. And I'm thinking, oh, Lord. Linda just came out in her. But the major thing is, we need to try to get as many people as possible off of cigarettes. Even though the FDA is fighting us tooth and nail, the more vapors, the more kicking we do to big tobacco, the health stuff is the biggest thing. I mean, health-wise, I am so much better. I'm not going to go into the story. We've all heard it. But breathing-wise, great, fine. Wrestled with the dog the other day and was not out of breath. And trust me, wrestling with Deuce is a chore. He is huge. Dog probably weighs 120 pounds. And I had a leash on him, and I was having to hold the leash and the collar just to get him under control. Because if I held the leash My poor arm got bent in any direction he wanted to go. If he wanted to go see Barry, my arm's back behind my head somewhere, all up in here, and the dog's just taking off. Yeah, there was the curtains again. But, usually after, that's the word I'm looking for, strenuous activity like that, when I was smoking, it was like, but I wasn't, Maybe says I don't snore as bad. Of course, I say I don't snore, but he says he doesn't snore. And let me tell you, he can raise the roof. If I'm in there with him, I got the pillow pulled over my head, and comforter up far enough to where, it'll hold the pillow. And yeah, I'm sure I do snore. I'll admit I probably do. I know if I flip over on my back because I've woke myself up like that. But I'm a side sleeper and always have been. Or sometimes I'll get crazy and sleep on my stomach. That's usually a pretty weird position to find me in, but I have been known to do it. I'm a left side sleeper. Which is good because I'm married to a right side sleeper. Who likes to sleep on the left so he can snore louder. If he goes to the right, I'm like, hallelujah, take the pillow down because it's hot up under here. But most of the time, he's turned towards me, snoring. So I started trying to turn towards him and see if my snoring will bother him, but it don't bother him. He sleeps through everything. But enough of the snoring and sleeping. God, I just lost my tangent again. 30 minutes and I ain't said shit. But comments, suggestions on how we're going to do this. This is going to be a group effort for a bunch of us reviewers. I know you're watching me. I know you have been watching me. You comment, you interact with me. Well, let's get together and let's do this. Let's start trying to get people off the smokes. Let's start trying to pivot forward. Like I said, I don't have my starter stuff anymore because I sent it off. My husband works for the post office. I don't have a problem in the world supporting the post office. I go to the post office and I get a bunch of, I need to go today, and get a bunch of express mail boxes. I've got 3 boxes. I promise you, 3 whole boxes of 100 apiece. One of them's missing a few of the medium flat rate priority boxes. And if they ever quit doing them, I guess I need to get on and order me a box of 100 of the little small flat rates. But I use them for everything, because supporting him is important because that's the only real income we have coming into the house right now. I finished my bachelor's, get a job as a paralegal, and then we'll have money. But right now I'm doing something in the medical field because I worked in the medical field for 10 years. Right now I'm doing kind of a medical field job, but it also kind of falls under a legal thing, but not paralegal. But anyway, I like to support the post office. I know people gripe about the postal employees, and yeah, there are some assholes out there. My husband says there's a group of them they call the lazy, the lame, and something club. They're either lazy and don't want to work, got something wrong with them and don't want to work, or something else, And it's like he said, when I pack stuff up, he's like, did you pack it good? Can it survive a drop from 5 foot? And I'm looking at him going, I hope so. He said, no, don't hope so, just make sure. Take the ends of the priority mailboxes. I don't trust their adhesive, And, it's not like we get a discount when we mail, but it keeps him employed. Because the Postal Service is announced again in June. Well, yeah, the end of June, they announced they're closing 80 more facilities all over the United States. 2 of them here in Mississippi. Which leaves just the post office he works at, the distribution center that he works at. And one day they may decide to close it and move everything up to Memphis. But when they do that, we're either going to have to move to Memphis. Hopefully he's got his years in to retire. Or we're screwed. Either way, because he's been there since 1990. Yeah, he started in 95. It's 2014. She's got 19 years in? Something like that. We've been married 23, 22, 23. No, we've been married 12. We've been together 22 or 23. Anyway, essentially he's been there for a while, but to get full retirement that we could actually afford to live on, he's going to have to make, I think, 30 years or so before we can afford for him to retire. So I've got to get back out there in the legal workforce because I can make good money as a paralegal. But the thing is, everybody wants a 4-year degree. And that's something else that come September, I'm going to have to kick in gear, get back in there and start getting my bachelor's, which is going to cut back on interacting with vaping, but I'll still be out here. So, questions, comments, suggestions below, please, in the crock pot area. I'll put my contact information if you don't want to put it out there. You know, you shoot me an email or hit me up on Facebook, or you might could Skype me. I just realized my Skype's not on. It's not even cranked up. I re-cranked my computer because I was having issues and messed up my Internet Explorer, setting it back to the defaults. I can't find my favorites bar, which I'm fixing to fight with. Had it zoomed out for a blind person. Just hit me up. Let me know what you think of the idea. And we will get that done. So, y'all take care. Y'all come back and see me now, you hear?